Call the meeting, the reorganization meeting, to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And now the presentation of certificates of election by our solicitor, Chris Brown.
Yes, thank you, Mike. As the solicitor for the school district, I've been provided by the County Board of Elections certificates of election, 4 of them. And they read as follows. We, the undersigned members of the County Board of Elections of said County of Monroe, hereby certify that after tabulating the votes cast at the municipal election held on the 4th day of November 2025 in said county, it appears that George C. Andrews, Jason A. Goldstrand, Richard Schlemus, and Shanika Story were duly elected to the office of School Director at Large for East Stroudsburg Area School District in the county aforesaid. And that is executed by the County Director of Elections and the County Commissioners, has the official seal. So you have been officially elected. It's my pleasure. It is my pleasure to have with us tonight the Honorable John Mark of the Court of Common Pleas, and he's ready to administer the oath of office to the newly elected members.
Go up to stand and raise your right hands. Actually, before you raise your hand, let me just say this quick. We were just talking before about why school board members are in December and not at the beginning of January as with the other elected officials. But let me just note this, that one of the very positive, happy, good things that we get to do as judges, because there's a lot of negative, right? But there are some very good and happy and positive things as well. Is to have a ceremony at the beginning of each year, end of each year, depending on where the calendar falls. You know, to celebrate the peaceful passing of power. At the municipal level, local level, it's no different. It may have less dire consequences, right, than some of the bigger issues, but whatever. And I'm glad that besides that, we still have a ceremony like this, so we can do the same thing with the school board members, because it's a wonderful system we have. Obviously, as flawed as it can be sometimes, it's also still a wonderful system. So congratulations to all of you. And again, this is one of the pleasures we have when we do this. So now, if you please raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support, obey, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of Pennsylvania. And that I will discharge the duties of my office. Fidelity.
With fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One of the official pens to sign. Got it.
And okay.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. Have a great meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we're go on now with our roll call.
George Andrews,
Present.
Rebecca Bear,
Present.
Ann Cotrillo,
Here.
Mike Cotrillo,
Present.
Jason Goldstrand,
Present.
Keith Karkach,
Present.
Debbie Kulik,
Present.
Rich Lamus,
Present.
Shanika Story,
Present.
9 present.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to all of our guests, both live and whoever may be watching us. We'd ask our live guests, if you happen, to sign in outside at some point, so we have a record of who was here at our meeting this evening. Thank you. And now we need a motion to approve the list of elected and certified school board members, and they are listed there.
So moved.
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A motion to adopt this agenda for December 1st, 2025 as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Questions?
So if we want to add a name or something, that's done at that part, not this part, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for, so if anyone, when we get to committee, if anyone wants anything, we'll do it at that particular motion at that point. Okay, any other questions, concerns? Then all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Right. Now we have time for public participation, which would be limited to comments on the agenda by residents and taxpayers of the school district. Is anyone present or online? Okay, we have no one online, no one present, so we will move on. We need now someone to make a motion, and you need to fill in a name. We need a motion to appoint someone as a temporary president of the East Stroudsburg Area School Board District of okay, I know what I am. One more time, a motion to appoint someone as temporary president of the East Stroudsburg Area School District Board of Education to preside over the election of the board president.
I appoint,
Before we do that, let me just explain to everybody how we usually do this so that it's smooth. What we do is we take nominations. So you would say, I nominate X. Michael asks, are there any nominations, other nominations? You nominate whoever you want. When there are no more nominations, then we take votes in the order that individuals were nominated. That doesn't just go for this, that goes for every appointment on this agenda.
Okay, thank you for doing that.
I nominate Rich Slamus.
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
No, sorry, I'm sorry, Chris, you just said it. Are there any other nominations for temporary president? Okay, seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Rich, it's all yours.
All right, so we are now at the election of the president of the Board of Education. Chair will entertain a motion to appoint as president of the East Stroudsburg Area School District Board of Education for 1-year term ending with the next reorganization meeting of the school board in 2026. Nominations, please.
I nominate Mike Catrillo.
Second.
That sounds.
I was gonna say your name, Rich, but
Thanks. All right, any other nominations? Seeing none, nominations are closed. We'll go to vote. Do we do roll call or is it just
You do
Voice
a voice
vote.
vote.
all right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Wonderful. Congratulations, Mike.
Okay, and thank you so much. And again, I've said many times, certainly a pleasure to be working with everyone. Thank you. Now we need a motion for vice president of the East Stroudsburg Area School District Board of Education for 1-year term ending with the next reorganization meeting of the school board in December 2026.
I nominate Jason.
A
Second.
second.
Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, all in favor?
Jason,
Opposed? Welcome back, Jason.
Again, same thing. Thank you for your confidence. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and we move on now to approve the dates and times of the regular meetings of the East Stroudsburg Area School District Board of Education, all to be held at the Carl T. Secor Administration Center Boardroom, except as noted.
so moved.
Any questions or discussion?
Yeah,
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
Pat?
traditionally, we would have the following Monday as opposed to the Tuesday. For those of us who may have other obligations and responsibilities, that pattern seemed to work. So it would be not January 20th, I believe the 27th, and then what, February 24th, maybe? Whatever the next Monday would be, it would always be the following Monday.
So because we're moving all of our committees to Mondays, so my question is, if we do that, can we move the committee meeting that was supposed to be, which would be EPR, to Tuesday?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No problem.
So
Whoever
if
else is
we-
on it,
I don't know,
That's
We don't know who's on that yet,
Okay,
or if they met before the meeting like policy does, which would be on the same day,
Good to
just
that.
meet earlier.
That's a long meeting to have before the regular meeting.
EPR.
And I couldn't come in earlier than 5:30 with work.
EPR has been done.
Yeah, we've been pretty much averaging between
And
an
then-
hour and a half, so if we do, although that's executive.
But that,
But,
maybe
but
we
if,
can move it to Thursday, that,
Yeah,
those 2 months?
I
well,
mean,
you can't come in before 5:30,
correct.
so 4:30 doesn't work.
So 5:30.
So can we say that we are going to move the regular scheduled board meeting? And then when we get to the committee board meetings, take a decision on
Yeah.
paying those.
accordingly.
Then by that time, we'll know who's on the committees,
Okay.
so we can make a better decision on that.
Date, so then it would be January,
Twenty-sixth and 23rd.
January twenty-sixth, February twenty-third.
Thank you.
So what are we doing now?
Got it.
So,
Going to the following.
So it's gonna be January 26th
Sixth,
Yeah.
and February 23rd,
twenty-third,
which are both Mondays.
so both Mondays. So we've moved off for our regular board meetings will never be on a Tuesday. I'm just looking that there's also our reorganization meeting is a
We
Tuesday.
are.
If we're looking that far ahead, isn't it?
That is because it has to happen in December. Correct?
And that's the first
And
December.
that's,
Has to happen the first week of
The
December.
first week of December. So it can be any one of those days.
So can that work for you, Deb?
so the reorganization meeting is set for Tuesday, December first. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, if you want.
I love Friday meetings.
I'm available.
not in December, no.
December, December.
I said not
Yeah.
in
So
December.
December-
That would be
No,
what,
Friday, in
fourth?
December.
Friday.
Too much holidays stuff going on.
Is the Tuesday?
Yeah, I don't,
Um,
any day but Friday is okay by me, but
No, Friday.
Thursday works great.
no.
Thursday? Do I hear?
Or
do I hear
Wednesday.
Thursday?
Or
All
Wednesday.
right, so what I don't have a calendar left for it.
December third for the reorganization meeting. right?
Sure.
Yep,
Works for me.
Everybody's calendar's free.
I have nothing on my calendar.
Far so good.
I actually
don't-
have stuff on my
I
calendar.
don't know yet.
Okay, so the maker of that motion, we've changed those two,
Wow.
the 3 Mondays. Well, 2 of the
I thought
Mondays we
traditionally
changed.
Reorganization meeting was the first Monday of the month. Traditionally.
So
It's
we
per
were
week.
just talking with Judge Mark about this. There are a couple of years every cycle, 7-day cycle, 7-year cycle, right? Where we try and avoid the Monday because the law says it must be held the first week of December. And so the question becomes, all right, well, that Monday will be.
Okay,
8th,
then we'll put into the second week.
arguably. I would not lose any sleep if you made it that Monday, but it's not ideal.
Like, and we can't do it on the 30th of November?
No,
No, has to be.
Really?
December. It's December is when they're,
We'll have it at midnight.
okay.
Well, that
All
was
right.
fun.
I'll say.
We'll serve coffee in Danish.
Coffee, cake, French toast. that'd be fun.
And then you could just go down the hall and
I'll
go right to work.
I'll go back to work.
Okay, so going back to where we are, we have maker of that motion, we have changed
Quick meeting.
2 Mondays to the following Monday, and we've changed the reorganization to the Thursday. So is that okay with our
I'll second that.
our
motion.
Thank
second
you.
person? And-
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right. Any more discussion on the meeting dates? Right, then all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Perfect. Okay, now we start to MCTI, a motion to appoint, and you need to fill it in, as a member of the Monroe Career and Technical Institute Joint Operating Committee with a term of December 2025 through December 2028. And you can see the present members who are listed
So-
there.
May I have to ask a question?
Yeah.
Because it says Keith Parker, current term expires December 2024.
That's 2027.
Okay,
That's an error,
okay.
because I would be
I know, that's
time
why,
warping right now.
that's why I wanted to know where, so we're really only
So
looking
can
for
I,
one person who's.
And
term
just want
is-
to
Can I-
continue, correct?
Jason wants to,
Yes,
I think-
so I would like to say, can I just merge and say nominate Jason and George, since they are the current people pretty much that are,
Okay.
and,
But it's only asking for money.
well, I'm just trying to, the
Well,
next one is gonna.
wait,
can't we put them together?
Just trying to,
Yeah.
Okay,
So we are making a motion to approve Jason as George and George as the members of the MCTI.
Continue with Keith to 27.
And the others are.
And continue.
my term still is still on.
So just our representatives will be Keith, George, and Jason.
Oh, Keith,
Yeah,
you're
but
not
to be
on.
clear, you're nominating
No.
Jason for his current position, which runs through
I filled in George,
2028,
yeah.
George had till 2027.
and
It was a 3-year
nominating
term.
George to the position that expires at the end of next year.
Yes.
2026.
Okay. All right.
I
So
mean,
just
no, I'm
to
still-
reiterate what we're doing,
Yeah.
if you look at the bottom of where the motion is, so Jason is being nominated where his term will expire in twenty
George is
twenty-eight.
replacing Wayne.
George is replacing Wayne, which will expire 2026, and Keith is just continuing in his current position. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we had a motion and a second.
No.
No, we didn't have anything.
I motioned.
I will motion.
Second.
What do you do?
Okay, now we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on that? Please no.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay, then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so we approved our MCTI. Now we need an alternate, to approve an alternate members. Usually we have 2 alternate members for the, position. The current alternates are George, which obviously we'd have to replace because he's the member now, and Rebecca. So anyone want to make a motion?
Make a motion that both George and Rebecca.
Well, George is already on.
George is on, then I make a motion that either Shanika and Rebecca
As an al-
may be alternate.
Alternatives?
Mhm.
Okay, all right, any, we were all good with
I
that? Any
second
other
that.
discussion on that? That was first. Did we have a second to that?
Second.
Second, any discussion on that?
No.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
That's an easy.
All right, now we move on. Motion to reappoint Helene S. Lancia as district representative to the Monroe Area Vocational Technical School Authority for a term beginning December 2025 and expiring 2030.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I'm gonna hopefully not sound ignorant. Who's Helen Lancia?
He's the current,
Currently serving in this capacity and
Wonderful.
doing well.
I am 90, I should keep my mouth shut. I'm 90% sure that's a local realtor
Okay,
who is known.
Yes.
I didn't know who
Cookie?
it was.
there is a,
Cookie.
there is.
Cookie? Yes. All right.
Cookie Lane.
okay.
Oh, Cookie Lancy. Oh, I know her.
So we're just endorsing her as a school board to a position. She's not necessarily representing us.
Yes, she is.
Absolutely represents you, but
District representative.
I
Okay.
don't. Maybe you know this.
The joint authority owns the property. We only own the building on the property. There was a recent renegotiation of the lease of the property,
Understood.
and they have to manage the property proper
Okay,
because by law, the 4 districts can't own the property.
gotcha. Okay,
So
well,
there's
she,
a joint authority that controls the property itself.
and this is
It's almost like a ceremonial thing,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
but they still, I mean, I guess
Well,
it really is, they
yeah,
could really
there's-
do what they want, I guess. if
There's,
they want to.
it keeps the financing debt of the building itself off the books of the
Yeah.
And
VOTEC.
CTI.
yes, right.
That's the point of it.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect Cookie's only real assignment from us is to approve someday the transfer of the property from the authority to the VOTEC when financing is paid off. So that's the extent of her representation.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure what that position was. Any other questions or concerns about that? Then all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Right, now we need a motion to appoint someone as the 2026 PSBA liaison for 1-year term ending with the next reorganization school board meeting in December, and currently Rich is serving in that position.
I would renominate him.
I'll second.
Do you
that.
want Rich?
Unless somebody else wants to do it? Okay, all right. Happy to do it. All right, thank you.
Okay,
We appreciate
any
it.
other questions or concerns? We had a first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now we need a motion to appoint someone as the 2026 board representatives to EBT or EBT
Isn't that
trust for the 1-year term ending with the next reorganization meeting of the school board, and currently Rebecca is
Rebecca?
in that position.
Nominate.
Have somebody else do it, just because it's gotten a little bit difficult for me to get to Easton for those meetings when they happen. And also to join virtually on the day.
How many meetings are there?
Aren't they quarterly?
They're quarterly, and what the ETAP does, just so you guys know, is it's our health
Insurance, yeah.
insurance, and a lot of times there's a lot of information about changes and costs. And like when they went to do like virtual doctors,
4 meetings.
as part of it, we had a big discussion about that on the cost savings. They talk about prescription drugs and how much each district needs to contribute into it in order to fund.
Since I would, Shanika, would you, since you have a medical background?
Yeah.
Would you have it? I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you're interested.
They also virtual as well.
She,
Yep.
But it's only quarterly.
Yeah, it's usually on a Thursday.
Do they send out the meetings in advance?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get an email from someone with the last name Fox.
Okay.
So that's a nomination for
That's-
Shanika?
Yes.
Second.
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 Okay, any questions or concerns? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Thank you. Okay, now we move on. Now we get to our committees, finance committees. And again, just to remind you, I read a motion, I will read the motion, it has names in it. Once we first and second it, we are open to discussion on any changes, swaps, anything like that for these. Motion to appoint Rebecca Bear, Rich Shalamus as members of the Finance Committee for one-year term ending with the next reorganization meeting of the school board in December 2026.
We have an opening yet?
We have an opening.
Yep.
Two.
Well, let's
We
get.
have to
so it's
put the motion first?
Second, and then we do.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second, okay, now discussion.
I would like to amend that motion to include
Keith.
Keith and Shanika, if you're interested. Finance is a lot of fun. You know, he's like, I don't want to be.
I'm out. And that is fine.
Pass on that.
Okay, so we have,
Look at her husband. Joe.
Saying no.
okay, good. So we have three, which is fine. We have Keith, we have Rebecca and Rich. Is anyone?
Jason, are you Bill?
I'm on 5 now.
Yeah, he's on a lot.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
It's the same, it occurs the same time as MCTI.
It is the same.
Oh, it
as
does?
PCI, just so we're aware of that.
Means Keith, you're gonna struggle with that one too.
I can't do that. Why do we have to do that?
We can move the meeting date.
Yeah,
I don't know.
lots
Yeah, we can move the
The
meeting.
committee meeting.
I'm sorry.
It might have been a nice
Whatever
you guys
opportunity,
need.
but
Whatever you guys need.
I mean, it's all about the kids.
It's true.
It is.
Yes, this is not all about the kids, but yes, our work is all about the
I
children.
know,
Mine's
being
going
on
off.
these committees is all about the
Yeah.
kids for me.
Well, then what we would do is we would get approve the committees, and when we get, there's a motion later on for the dates of the committees.
We
That's-
just split
make
up
that
one of the
up.
Mondays? Uh-oh, we closing already?
Yes,
It's just.
You're letting people know before.
Kids are
you're
dancing.
now getting a phone call that school is closed tomorrow.
Yay.
You're welcome.
All right, back to our motion. Rebecca, Rich, and Keith. With the understanding, we'll adjust the date later on.
I second that.
We have a second.
Yes.
So,
Any other discussions?
So wait, Keith is going in. and
wait,
we'll-
hold on. Wait, hold on.
timeout.
If we're gonna be changing the date, in order day to do it, does George want to rejoin the finance committee? I mean,
Okay,
You can have 4.
yeah, we need more.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've added George, so now we have Rebecca, Rich,
right,
Keith, and George will be on the finance committee.
5 is right now.
That's 4.
We need that motion with
And we
everyone.
need, well, we have
We
motion,
have a first, we have a second, we have an, I agree to everything that we
Okay.
said.
in which case, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay,
You can only have 4 on the committee.
well, we get to our next committee. Chairperson, I'm sorry. Now we have the chairperson of the finance committee, and that would be a motion to appoint Rebecca Bear as chairperson for the finance committee for a one-year term ending with the next reorganization meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll come back.
Thank you.
Now we have properties and facilities, a motion to appoint myself, Jason, Keith, and Rich as members of the Property and Facilities Committee for a one-year term ending with the next reorganization meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Discussion?
I
like to be on that committee.
I was planning on asking George to fill my position if I was on finance, if possible.
Okay,
So you want to swap with?
so we're gonna swap,
Mhm.
okay?
But George is also on
George
finance.
is on
so it
finance.
doesn't-
He's also
Did I
retired.
hear Jason say
No, no,
he
I'm just
wanted?
saying though, it's not swapping.
Jason, did I hear you say that you would?
You're
He's
on
on.
property, Jason, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're removing.
So,
So we're just taking
George?
Keith off and putting George in.
yeah,
Keith off.
It's not a swap.
Are you okay with
It's
that?
not a
Keith?
swap. I'm sorry?
Are you okay with that?
If I'm doing finance, I would like to, I can't, to do 2 committees,
Okay.
it's rough to do a third
Okay.
on a Monday.
So then going back, we are then approving myself, Jason, George, and Rich.
I second that.
And we have a second to that. All in favor?
That's just.
Aye.
That's my second.
Opposed?
You're on.
Okay. Next, we have a motion to appoint Rich Salamis as chairperson for the Property and Facilities Committee for 1 year term ending with the next reorganization meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Questions,
Good.
concerns? All in favor? Opposed? Okay.
Remove Keith.
Next, we have the Policy Committee. Policy Committee, we have a motion to appoint George, Jason, Keith, and Debbie as members of the Policy Review Committee for 1 year term ending with the next reorganization meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, concerns?
The best committee.
Editorials? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We now have the appointment of the chairperson. That would be motion to appoint Keith Carcutt as chairperson for the Policy Review Committee for 1 year term ending with the next reorganization meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Am I allowed to vote for myself?
Now we go to Education Programs and Resources Committee. A motion to approve Rebecca Bear, Ann Catrillo, Jason Goldstrand, and Shanika Story as members of the Education Programs Committee for 1 year term ending with the next reorganization meeting. Questions? Sure.
Sadly, I am not there, Ann. I know.
We'll miss you, Debbie.
You will. You
Debbie,
will.
you can be my alternate. Is that what?
Oh, yeah, I'll be your alternate.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
We can invent that, right, Chris?
It's fine with me.
Okay.
we've done it. We've done it.
We can all be
I could be
alternates.
the alternate.
I'll be the alternate.
One.
Can I be your alternate to your alternate?
We're very flexible.
Yes, we are.
Okay, then all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Whoa. Motion to appoint Ann Catrillo as chairperson for the Education Programs and Resource Committee for 1 year term ending with the next reorganization meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now we come to our committee meeting dates. So they are listed there.
So
Now-
currently, finance, December 9th is, I guess, okay, because there's no, or is there a MCTI meeting that?
That's a Tuesday.
That's a Tuesday, we're good that day.
Yeah, that's why we moved it there because it's a Tuesday.
Okay.
And in December, we have zero flexibility because the third Monday is the 15th. The fourth Monday, we're not here. School is closed.
Okay.
Okay, and then we also need to make a decision. This room will be closed for a period of time in January, right?
So,
Rebel.
so let's first decide when committees are going to happen. Do we just revert back to PNF is the first Wednesday, EPR is the first Thursday, finance is the second Monday, and policy is odd months?
Yeah,
before
we
board
can't do
meetings?
the first Monday. That's the MCTI.
PNF will be the first Wednesday.
The first,
This
and-
Wednesday.
did I say Monday?
You did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right.
PNF would be the first Wednesday. So whatever it is now, so
Whatever
PNF
we
would be
keep
the
now.
first Wednesday, EPR would be the first Thursday. Then finance would be the second Monday, except. No, we could just do the
Yeah,
second
second.
Monday, except when MCTI meets,
And then we'll move it to
then it would be the Tuesday. And then policy would be odd months before the board meeting.
Well,
Unless there's policies to review, then we would add it in or no.
Well, I would think we'd always reserve the right, if something comes up that needs immediate attention, we would do.
if you
I
made it,
think
so,
that's part of the motion.
yeah, and
Okay.
if you make it the second Monday, it will never fall on the same as MCTI, because MCTI is the first Monday. So.
No.
What is that?
MCTI is not always, because if there's a holiday on the first Monday, like Labor Day, then MCTI moves to the second Monday.
I meant school calendar year, not the first. Okay. I understand what you're
What,
saying.
what committee are you talking about, Jason?
All right,
That was,
let's try getting past the
I'm
first
confused.
date right
We're good.
now. So I'm gonna be in Hershey on Wednesday,
Wednesday, the
3rd, like 2 days from now,
okay. very good.
for a meeting. So can we reschedule this meeting, that meeting?
That was advertised already.
So that's
That-
probably.
And that was
facility.
approved by Property and Facilities in November as the date for this.
Okay. All
I
right.
can be your alternate.
You could be my alternate. That's fine. All right. I don't think I'm gonna make it back in time for that one.
You know, listen
Or
on your phone.
we- or
I
we
will
can do
be,
it the
I'll be
fourth.
driving and listening. I'll call in. That's fine.
Oh, you can call in, then I don't need to be your alternate.
You can share.
I'll call in
Okay.
on the fourth for EPR, but I'll be calling in that time. Me too.
Right.
But that was also approved.
Right, I know that, I
Okay.
already knew that
Yeah.
before in advance.
Good.
So the December dates we did approve in committee.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Okay, and then the January dates, we are going to have to decide whether,
So do we want to just pivot back to how the dates have been in the last 12 months of that regular cadence?
so again, to repeat, that'd be property from facilities, first Wednesday, EPR first Thursday, finance second Monday, and policy odd months before the meeting. Is that acceptable to everyone who's on these?
So I have a question about policy being odd months. Isn't it easier to, Chris, to schedule the meeting as every Monday and then if there's nothing to cancel it? Or to say then if there is something, we have to then advertise ahead of time?
I think the theory is that rarely is there an emergency issue for policy committee. So that you can do it this way.
That we could do it the next month.
That's the theory, yeah.
That's the theory behind it? All right. I mean, because we do talk about some things at policy.
I don't attend, so if you think you need it every month, then make it every month, but.
It's just, okay, that's fine. If we think there's nothing pressing, that I'm just saying it's easier to cancel me than to,
Every month, but like last month we had 4. I have 0 prepped for this month. So like, we're getting down to 1, 2, 3 policies each time. It's an hour worth
Okay.
of time. I was trying to be respectful of everybody's time.
And since policy committee is the best committee, you guys, you know.
we just get our work done. We don't
get
fool
your
around
work
like the
done
rest of
every other
y'all.
month. Great.
Well, it's right.
No, then
before the
every other
board
month.
meeting, right?
One committee lasted
This
for
is
2 months.
our
Yes.
middle name.
Yeah, so I don't think.
I'm
we can't
fine
just
with that then.
do
I'm
it
just,
And then just cancel if we have to. Just have
But
put in the
make
schedule.
decision to like. Who would make the decision to cancel it?
And how much advance notice do you need to
And
give?
what would be the threshold to cancel it?
You between.
well, like
you
we
and
had
me.
that one meeting we did cancel because we had nothing to talk about. We canceled it.
I think between you and Keith, Keith is the chairman and you're the.
My whole questioning is, it's easier to cancel meeting for nothing than it is to reschedule it a week before. Because it has to be advertised, does it not?
You are, yeah, you're 100%
Publicly.
right about that, yes.
I'm
So
just thinking
evidently
about
Keith is.
The,
thinking
the
about
simplicity,
budget.
just thinking about Patricia,
Yeah.
having to run to the Pocono Record and advertise and everything. It's just, I would think it would be easier just say this month's meeting is canceled than to try and reschedule something that I'm just thinking about simplicity, that's all.
Fine with it, absolutely,
Okay.
whatever you guys need.
So we are keeping policy monthly.
Yes.
Unless otherwise,
Oh, yeah, I mean, like for all of them, yep.
That's a motion?
Well,
For that
there's
whole
no,
list?
I'm looking, there's no motion here. Is that because we don't need one or?
No?
Or do we
Okay.
need a motion?
No, because technically the committee's approved the date the next time, I was just trying to get on a regular cadence.
So
Okay,
there you are. Now you're back on.
We're
one.
back on it.
okay, so we don't need to approve anything there. We have our plan set out.
I have a
Those dates for
question.
your.
Question
Patricia
from-
has a question.
So I can give everybody their list of meetings at the next, at their next meetings. For the properties and facilities, the first date would be January 7th, the Wednesday.
But we-
Then the EPR, the 8th, because that's
Hold
the
on.
first
Wait,
week.
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
can hear that.
hold on.
So what she's saying, Patricia, I hear you. So the issue scheduled other meetings, then we're gonna have to move it. Okay, so what she's saying is that the first week we're back in January, we have property and facilities on January 7th and then EPR on January 8th. The problem is nobody's in those 2 weeks before. So do you want us to set an agenda on December 19th for those meetings?
Not only that, we don't.
So
have
I
to
just want to be very clear, they will be very, very light agendas because we have less than 2 weeks to turn around an agenda. So there will be very little to discuss.
And the other thing too is usually finance is after EPR and properties and facilities in case they have anything that we need to approve in finance. So is January 5th the wrong date for finance?
Yes, it'll be the 12th
Yes,
now.
because we just changed them, remember?
Yes.
This was my recommended of every Monday that we were gonna have meetings for simplicity.
Right.
You guys weren't comfortable with that, so we pivoted back to what
Okay.
it was. So finance is now the second Monday,
Which would be January, whatever that is.
The 12th.
12. But what we're saying is that if you're having PNF on January 7th and EPR on January 8th, they're going to be
Right.
very light agendas because we're not going to have a lot of time to prep.
Which is fine, I would.
Okay?
Short meeting's not a bad meeting, or
And then we won't have the room in January for the 3.
And then where do you want, so January 7th, EPR, January 8th,
And the 12th.
January 7th would be PNF, January 8th would be
EPR.
EPR, January 12th would be finance. We need a location.
Or do you
can,
need?
can I bring up one more thing to
Zoom?
further confuse us?
for that
Do
month?
we want to just, and I don't know the committee's work right now, the three committees, not have the January meeting? Because two things, it has to be moved. It can't be in here because this room will be under lock and key and renovation. So it would have to either be at the North High School or on Zoom.
I'm
Or do we
gonna add
just-
further to the confusion,
Sure.
but if the four of us who are on EPR can make it on the fourth Monday, which is what we
But
thought
then
we
now
were
that's the
going to
board
do.
meeting.
That's now the
Fourth
board
Monday's
meeting.
fine, it'll be before the next finance meeting.
right, but not before the board meeting. So is there gonna be anything that we need to discuss the 20? That should be on the board meeting, because EPR is now December 4th.
Well, we're meeting
No,
EPR
the
this
8th.
Thursday.
Right, but will there be like
And-
anything crazy that we need to get on before?
It's just-
So
Well,
curriculum is coming.
Yeah, curriculum.
Right.
Curriculum is
Okay.
coming.
So do we need
And
to
I
be-
meet the week before with Andy to make sure everything that we need is on the agenda. So the week before is January 1st. And then the week before that, obviously, school is closed. So I would be meeting with him literally 1 week, probably after we're actually having our EPR meeting, asking him what's gonna happen a month from now. You know what
Right.
I mean? Which, I have to talk
I
to him
guess
about that, I'm
The
not
only
sure,
question
because
I
we
had
have
is the
curriculum.
January board meeting is gonna be before the January 26th, so is there gonna be anything gapping between the December board meeting and the January board meeting that needs to go on the agenda for EPR with curriculum?
We don't know yet.
I don't,
I mean, I
I
know,
so
I mean,
didn't
that's my-
anticipate all of this happening.
well, yeah, because.
So I didn't ask him what was going to be on this January agenda, because I anticipated it being the 26th.
Right, even with it
Is-
being the 26th, it's still,
Well, it's not, it can't be the 26th.
right, but I say even if it was, we would still have that gap between the December board meeting happening, the January
Right.
board meeting
You're
happening,
right.
and then it would be
It wouldn't
afterwards.
have mattered anyway, you're right.
So
So
that's what my question was, trying to get out.
Yeah.
It didn't come out the right way.
would it make more sense to, I mean, I love EPR. Would it make more sense to move or postpone the January meeting, since we'd only have a week to establish an agenda?
I would think so,
the
yeah.
first week of
That's what I'm
February,
trying to
which
say.
is only a week after what we had initially intended it to be,
Correct.
and then we can have a more
That
comprehensive.
makes sense.
The only thing I want to make sure,
You can't do it, you want to postpone the board meeting to?
No, no,
February?
No.
the
Yeah.
EPR meeting.
if we're doing the first Thursday, then,
That's just the.
but originally, we were going to end up being on the fourth Monday. The fourth Monday,
because
We're just
we'll
a-
be
first
we're just a few days
Right.
off.
week, it's only a
right.
week difference
So
in
EPR
times,
does not happen in January.
I guess.
And
Unless we need to, then we can always meet if we need to.
The only thing I want to make sure, and I'm almost 100% positive, so I want to say it out loud and you can confirm it if you remember. The program of studies, the last section of the program of studies is coming to us
Thursday.
this Thursday.
Correct.
So we've been good with everything, so assuming all of that is done and is correct, we would be bringing that to the full board in January, and that's the only thing that's pressing.
Not December 15th?
Yes, sorry,
This
December,
month.
because it would be this month, yeah.
Right, and that's why I was
Yeah.
asking that question.
Because it has to be
Yeah.
ready to go for
Right.
January. So that's
And
the only
if
thing I
there
wanted
are
to
any
sure.
edits, then what we can always do is schedule a meeting
Right.
just for program of studies for EPR, a quick, everybody can be virtual.
Yes,
Do that, and then make sure that it's on for the January
Right.
board meeting.
because the curriculum that's coming through, maybe with the only one I think that might be on the agenda to be, approved is the ninth grade science. Because that was the one that was held off when we were doing the other ones.
Mhm.
So the rest of them, they're in process, so I'm not concerned about that. From that
So
perspective.
EPR would be not in January, where are we with PNS?
Well, it sounds like if there's gonna be a light agenda and why don't we just postpone that?
And I think that would give,
Yeah, that'd be fine if we got a
Great.
postponement.
If there's anything finance can approve it on the 12th, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, so basically we
Well,
are,
forward.
Committee meetings in January.
Just put it on the board agenda.
Right.
if there's something emergency that needs to be.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so let's travel back. So we have canceled all of our committee meetings for January,
Including finance.
Not fine.
including finance.
Finance is canceled as well?
Why don't we keep finance just in case?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
yeah,
thought we just said to cancel it. I'm sorry.
What would
be?
More
Well,
cares.
time out, time out.
Facilities.
We
Which,
just talking about budget, so I think it's important that
Yeah,
finance
yeah.
has theirs.
Okay,
Yeah, we have to do budget on finance,
Yes.
but. And public facilities.
And this is all because this room is being worked on, correct?
Correct.
And we know it's
Well, that's
definitely
not-
we know it's definitely happening. As many times as this room has been put up, we know it's definitely happening in January. Twice.
It was scheduled for November. The only time that it was ever moved, it was scheduled for November and it was moved to January. That's the only time
Thought
we
it was
actually had it on the calendar.
okay, we'll go back. So property and facilities, are we saying cancel?
Not always like this. Well, you know.
Is it always, are we canceling
It's
property and
worse.
facilities?
We like to talk, Shanika, can
we're
you
talking
tell?
about January's meeting.
January,
Okay, it doesn't matter to me.
yeah, so we will cancel property and
Cancel that.
facilities will be canceled for January.
Cancel.
And-
APR will
Cancel.
be
January.
canceled for January. Finance will run as normal on its second Monday.
Where?
Just where?
And now we have to decide where. Finance, you have, I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
Be virtual, really.
Just be virtual,
it
Yes.
can be Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, should be a
because
Zoom.
I know North doesn't, you can't broadcast from North Library where we usually have it up there. They don't have that.
And considering it's January, it might be better to be virtual just in case. there's
Could be a
bad
snow
weather.
day.
Okay, so then finance in January will be Zoom.
Virtual,
Virtual.
Policy, Keith, will you?
Also gonna do,
26.
the budget in January, or.
Start talking
We'll
about
start
it.
talking about
I don't know.
I don't-
Whatever
It'll
gets
be-
taled about in finance from the budget
And we're
perspective
meeting in.
is always
Huh?
We're
given in
meeting.
the board
We're
meeting.
meeting about finance next week, so we can talk about
Yeah.
that next week.
Fine.
All right,
Thank you.
so then policy, will that be meeting in January?
Well, if there's a regular meeting in here in January, we
Yeah.
would meet.
Yes.
So we're keeping that one. Okay. So I think we got it straight. Property and facilities and EPR will not meet in January. Finance will meet on Zoom on the second Monday, and policy will meet before the board meeting as always.
On that Tuesday.
Okay, does that make sense?
No, on the Monday.
Okay, that works.
Wait,
I
You
thought
said
January
Tuesday's
20th is the
Monday.
board meeting.
The board meeting is on a Tuesday.
January 26th is the board meeting.
26.
Oh, we moved that, okay.
Yes.
To keep
Thank
Mondays
you.
only.
So there's
Keep
no
going,
meeting on,
thank you.
okay.
Okay, well, I won't, Debbie, you'll have to run the meeting then.
For that, well, just,
Okay,
just remember.
are we good?
Okay, and everyone's clear on the meetings? I know we said a lot of things.
The next,
one?
so January 26th.
It's gonna be.
Is the next one.
Oh,
Patricia's gonna send, I will send
Yeah.
out in my Friday briefing,
Okay.
all of these dates. For
Excellent.
everybody.
Thank you.
For every committee, every board meeting, we will have it all ready.
Oh, right, because I see we moved that.
Gonna be a long email.
Could we,
They are long emails.
and I wrote them down, but could we also include the new committees, the names, so that comes out anyway,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
I will.
Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect.
I will give each committee this month the list, so Wednesday's
Eh.
properties and facilities will approve January's. As
Okay,
well as
perfect.
EP, no, not EPR, just, yeah, EPR.
Thanks this week.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, I'll give it to Maggie to bring that night, so she can, you can include it on your agenda. to approve.
Okay, so then we have our committee dates listed there for this month. Properties and facilities actually is Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Okay. Okay, anything else on the committee dates?
And Rebecca, you're calling in.
Yes,
on
I think
PR.
you are too. I love
You are also, okay.
Right? Then the only thing I need is a
Motion.
motion for adjourn.
So
Motion.
move second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
We have executive session.
Yeah.
We have to stay after school.